Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about something that's very unique to verbal kids with autism. Their tendency to repeat words, phrases from TV commercials or animated movies or something which they have heard in past, maybe their parents talk or their teachers talk in school. We also call it echolalia. At times, kids tend to repeat it immediately, or there are also times when they hear something and repeat it after maybe a few hours or days or as per the situation arises. These are utterances that kids hear at the time of pain, excitement, joy, anxiety that take a life of their own and become a way of their communication. It appears as if the child is reliving the moment and the emotions that are attached to it. When we talk of echolalia, parents tend to get kind of stressed out because it gets looked upon as a problematic trait or a behavior, and it is considered as an obstacle which comes in the way of appearing normal. Many people also call it the silly talk, nonsense talk, and just discourage it by ignoring the child or just telling him not to talk. There's something we need to understand about echolalia is that it is not a problematic behavior, but these are legitimate attempts of the child trying to communicate with us. Kids with autism struggle to communicate, but they have a very strong memory. They tend to learn language by either repeating it back immediately or with a delay. They learn to repeat utterances and communicate with us, which has a lot of feelings and memories attached to it. And as parents, caregivers, or therapists, we really need to listen to them and understand what they're trying to tell us. Maybe they're trying to tell us something that they've experienced in the past, or maybe they're trying to tell us something that they are feeling. This kind of communication really serves a purpose. As the child develops and learns the use of creative language to express, with time, echolalia will reduce. Now, let's talk a little bit about what happens if you discourage echolalia. Let's look at it from a child's perspective. Consider a child who's really trying to communicate with you despite of all the neurological challenges like sensory overload or the social anxiety that they go through or language processing challenges at times. When these attempts to communicate are met with harsh orders like don't talk or stop nonsense talk, it is not only unhelpful, but you're also trying to disrespect the attempts of child to communicate with you. You're trying to provoke greater stress, anxiety, where the child ultimately reacts by having maybe a meltdown, and then eventually he learns to avoid everyone.